I have said a few times the word truth, which to me is very important, and oftentimes people want to unpack that. But to make it simple, I'd say we have two different kinds. We can have objective and subjective answers. If I said to the room, "Hey, I think there should be chairs in this room," and someone else says, "Well, I don't think there should be chairs," and they have cultural reasons or health reasons or whatever, we can have a argument back and forth. We can have a conversation, and in the realm of that question, we could both have our own points. We could both have our own quote unquote truth, and we could both be right. That's a subjective question. If I say there's chairs in this room and someone else says, "Oh, no, there's no chairs in this room," one of us is wrong. That's an objective question. And objective questions admit to ever increasing complexity, ever increasing understanding, and ever increasing measurements. There's an objective measurement between the Earth and the Moon. The better we get at measuring it, the more complex and fine-tuned that measurement becomes. But it's an objective question. How far is the Moon from the Earth? And it admits to an objective answer. So I do think you have to come to martial arts or living or the world with at least that grounding. And if you have that, then everything after that is going to be built on honest answers, on not pretending to know things you don't know, on not pretending to do things you can't do. One of the great values of functional martial arts is they teach you not just what you can do, but also what you can't do, the realities of physical violence and confrontation, which I think is just as important, if not more important. Because the moment you start to pretend to know things you don't know, to make up answers on the fly, we basically stop the process of inquiry. We stop growing. We stop maturing. And so, for me, that is the real key. I think our belief should be proportioned to the evidence. And in that sense, I think what's important is not faith or the will to believe, but rather the wish, the desire to find out. I'm interested in finding out the truth. I'm open to being wrong on any given particular issue. I'm open always to new evidence. And if you're holding a particular belief, I think it's important you ask yourself, which one of these, what could come forward that would have me change my mind? And if there's nothing that could come forward that would have you change your mind, it might be good for you to reevaluate that particular belief. But constantly thinking about what evidence could someone bring forward to change your particular opinion or belief in a particular area is very important. Being open to that evidence and having an open mind is not just believing that anything that somebody tells you is true, but being willing to observe other people's evidence.